the people saying you were a failure, you couldn't do it, I told you so. They struggle with those things. That is tough with them. When you want to hire people to a company, what kind of people do you want to hire to a company? Do you just want to hire anybody to a company, or do you want the best types of talent that comes to your company? So for me, it's the following. What I have a problem with immigration is the following. Kids who are growing up in China, they're growing up in Japan, they're growing up in Germany, they're growing up in Mexico, Brazil. They come to US and they go to a school, Wharton, Harvard, USC, UCLA, pick them, they go to school. They come here for 4 years. They're coming on a student visa. They come here, they get their degree, and then what happens to them? They go back to their countries. Why do we send them back? Let me get this straight. You came here, we give you our best training, we give you our best education. Why are we letting you go back? Here's what my system would be. You came here based on good grades, yes? Yes, great. You came here, you paid on your own dime, yes? Or you got scholarship, yes? You complete your 4-year degree with a certain GPA, you automatically get a green card to stay in US. Why am I losing the good talent? I don't want to lose the talent. By the way, here's another one for you. You're in America. You're an illegal immigrant right now. You broke the law to come in here. You have certain criteria. If you decide to join the military and serve for this nation, that's another way of getting a green card. By the way, I joined the Army without citizenship. I was in the U.S. Army with a green card. I got out June of '99, 21st, and I got my citizenship, just so you know that. I went in the Army with a green card.
Again, you have to, sometimes you appreciate a friend when you have a bad friend. Sometimes you appreciate a girl when you have a bad experience with another girl. Sometimes you appreciate a guy you date based on a different bad experience you have. Some of the best things that can ever happen to you is something bad that makes you realize, listen, it's time to be super grateful. What were you complaining about? So the challenge with America has a gratitude problem. That's what it is. America's got purely gratitude and a perspective problem. Those two things is what's hurting America more than I can tell you. We lack gratitude, we complain too much, we act like victims, and we don't realize that this is the greatest country in the world still. And rather than doing something with everything that's given to you, you complain about it. That's the biggest thing with me. This is the greatest country there.
They're fanatical. They're fanatical. They're very obsessive. They have a very high level obsession. They're fanatical to the point that if you found out some of the ways they worked and the hours they put in, you wouldn't want to do what they did. They're different. They didn't just become millionaires because they're smart. A lot of times the credit is given because of how outrageously brilliant they are. I know a lot of broke, brilliant people. A lot. I know a lot of broke, super smart people who are extremely information, they photographic memory. These guys that read a book and they can remember all the quotes. I know people that read a book. He can tell me the exact quote on what page. I'm like, why are you 52 years old and you've never made more than $250,000 a year? How's that even possible? Well, because he's lazy. So, the people that make a lot of money, let me tell you, they are fanatical about their work ethic. They go on vacations. They don't know how to go on vacation because they can't sit still. But to some people, they'd be like, well, that's not healthy. And I read an article on Huffington Post that said it's good to sleep your way to the top and sleep 9 hours a day. And so because of that, I don't think these people are healthy people. I'm sorry, but you're using the phone of a guy that's fanatical. His name is Steve Jobs. You're using a computer of a guy that was fanatical. His name is Michael Dell. You're using a car by a guy that's fanatical. His name is Elon Musk. What do you want me to tell you? You just bought a $300,000 Ferrari that is by a car who was fanatical. His name is Enzo. You want to keep going? So let's take all these fanatical, obsessive people out. We're screwed, right? So, in the insurance world today, we're doing something in the insurance world that's never been done before. Some people, I have a lot of enemies. There's a lot of people that can't stand me. There's a lot of people in the marketplace that within my industry, the life insurance industry, it employs 5.7 million people in America. It's a very big industry, but, people are looking and saying, wait a minute, first of all, you don't look like an insurance guy. You're from Iran. Most insurance guys in America today are 59-year-old white male. You're from Iran. You're a 31-year-old CEO at the time when we got started. Your company, they're 51% Hispanic. You got Hispanic female insurance agents, which makes 0 sense. What are you guys doing? You guys are so weird. We don't, you're doing all the social media. Can you just stop already? We're fanatical. We're obsessive. But that is a very common thread amongst the people you see who have made a lot of money.